Sinbad's first voyage. Sinbad was an old man in the Middle East when he narrated his adventures to the visitors to his house. He told them how he wasted the great deal of wealth that he had inherited and became so poor that he finally set sail on a merchant ship going to the East Indies through the Persian Gulf. They went to Baghdad and then sailed from Balsora, selling their goods at ports and the towns on the way. One day, some of them were resting on an island full of greenery when they saw some of their shipmates signaling to them from the ship. They were telling them that the island was actually a whale, but they couldn't hear or understand anything. Suddenly, the island moved and they were flung into the sea. Sinbad hung onto a log of wood they had used as firewood as he fell off the whale. He never saw what happened to the others. The island of King Mirage. Fighting to stay afloat, Sinbad was exhausted when he reached a strange island with steep cliffs. He clutched at some tree roots on the side of the cliffs to pull himself up to the top, where he fell asleep on a patch of grass. He was woken up by a bright light of the sun at noon. Feeling very hungry, he ate whatever roots and herbs he could find and drank from the spring close by. Then he decided to walk around and explore the place. He heard voices and followed them till he saw a man grazing some horses. The man explained that he and his friends, who were stable grooms, had brought the horses of King Mirage for grazing here as they did every year. "We must return to our master tomorrow," he said, asking Sinbad to come with them. A welcome guest. The stable grooms took Sinbad to the court in the city and explained where they had found him. Sinbad was taken to King Mirage, whom he found to be extremely gracious. He welcomed Sinbad warmly to his court and his island. He made sure that Sinbad was given every comfort and luxury. Sinbad repaid his courtesy and hospitality by telling him about his adventure. The king found it very interesting and made Sinbad a guest at his palace. Sinbad soon went around the city to meet merchants from whom he tried to find out how he could go back to his own land. He found strange things too in this kingdom, such as fascinating island called Castle guarded by a genie named Digiel. He saw so colorful and strange fish that he had never seen or imagined before. It was a strange land, but he longed for home. Way back home. Walking around the city, one day Sinbad reached the harbor. He recognized the merchant loading a ship as being the captain of the ship he had sailed in when he ended up on the whale, and he discovered that there was some of the goods he had carried. The captain recognized him too and was very happy to see him alive. Sinbad told him about all the adventures he had and how much he enjoyed seeing new people and places. The captain was pleased to return all the goods to Sinbad. Back to being a merchant, Sinbad sold much of his merchandise in the city, and when he returned home, he was a rich man. He built a splendid house for his family and had carriages and many servants. The story of his voyage was over, and his guests went after he had given him gifts too.
Thanks for watching. Do like, share, subscribe to Sahil Book House.